All right, you guys, welcome back. I guess it's been a year and a half. Last time I was 3 months pregnant. I'm gonna have a 1-year-old next month, so it's been a while. I'm here. I'm already at my appointment. I'm in the car filming this intro really quick. I have to call them to let them know I'm here so they can let me in. Today I'm gonna get my lip fillers done. Yay! Finally. I'm really excited. I'm nervous. I'm gonna try to film if I can, but if not, then I'll just do some after results. I'll try to answer whatever questions you guys send me afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick close-up. All right, see you guys soon.
So today we have Anna here. My name is Dawn. I'm the nurse aesthetic specialist at the Ritacca Center. And we are evaluating this beauty's face. You can see these beautiful lips we're going to enhance a little bit and just make them look a little plumper. Maybe turn up the outer corners a little bit. And we're going to enhance and preserve her natural 2 pillows at the bottom of her lip, because I think that's beautiful. So some common questions we get is, how painful is this procedure? Well, it is a little needle, and it's the same needle that we would use for a pretty much painless injection of Botox in the frown lines. The same size needle, but because it's going into the lips, it does hurt a little bit more. So we have different options. Anna's sitting here with a little bit of numbing cream. In some cases, for me, I'm one of them, we inject Novocaine like you get at the dentist. So we do a block to make it completely painless. So depending on what the patient wants, the disadvantage of the dental block is you're going to feel numb for a few hours and a little bit more swelling because the dental block is just a little bit more fluid. So we're going to try Anna with the topical and see how she does. How long will it last? So the FDA gives us an approval with Juvederm to last up to a year. So what that means is it's not all going to last a year, but what we see very commonly in a lot of these studies is that at a year, when they were going through the trials, they simply will evaluate the patients and get the patient's feedback, and most patients still had significant improvement at a year. It just wasn't as full as it was initially. And in later techniques that we're doing in the last few years, where product is being put in a different plane, we're getting it to last longer that way. So I'm going to be doing a technique today that makes it last even longer. But it's different from patient to patient, how long it lasts in the lips. We've also decided that we're going to just get Anna just a little bit of chin projection, because as the lip gets a little bit fuller, we want to make sure her profile line is straight. So you can see as I rest this Q-tip to her lip, the chin should come out just a little bit more, just to support that lip and just give her that very feminine side profile view. Okay, any other questions?
No, I think that covered all of them.
Okay, all right, very good. We have Bluma here, and we're just going to support her chin, keep it very feminine, and use the right proportions to match her lips. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, pinch. I'm going to throw just a slow injection. Ready? Okay.
Alright, you guys, so it's been about 2 hours since the procedure. I actually had a few errands to run, so maybe more like 2 hours and a half. But right now the swelling has gone down a lot. I am so in love with them. All I did was ask her to have them look as natural as possible for my face. So I explained that I kind of feel like my eyes are obviously on the bigger side. Not necessarily that my nose is big, but for my face, like for the facial features that I have, it's not a small nose, you know? And I just felt like my lips did not match the rest of my features, so I just asked her to kind of work with that. I have no vision, so I had no idea what I wanted as far as how full, but she did such a good job. I love it. And I got a little bit on my chin. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try to get a better angle later, but I love it. I think for it just being about 2-3 hours, they look so good. Honestly, I'm so happy with it. They're still a little bit sore, so I'm just waiting until tomorrow really to see what they look like. I know this is something that we just have to be patient with, so I have no concerns. I told her I fully understand that the first day is not the actual result. But yeah, I'm so glad I did this. I'm gonna record a little bit more as far as like the pricing that it was for me, because it does vary from person to person. And guys, welcome back. So we are on day 2. I didn't realize that the camera cut me off yesterday, so sorry about that. Basically, to pick up where I left off, I was talking about the pricing. So I will get into that in a second, but I just wanted to point out, you guys can see that there is bruising now on my lips. That is normal. That's to be expected. If I keep looking up here, I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself. But yeah, that's to be expected, so I'm not surprised. They mentioned that, you know, that's a very common thing. When you have something poking your skin that many times, it's gonna bruise. Another thing, like I mentioned, it has been about 20 hours since the injections. The swelling went down a lot. I'm so happy with how my chin looks. I'm just happy with how everything looks. But basically, to get into the questions, so Miriam, I know you asked this question. Yes, you can pet that dog. You can pet whatever dog you want. But to like the people that asked other questions, as far as the pricing, so for myself, I decided to get my lips done. The type of filler that I used was Juvederm Ultra. There is Ultra Plus, which I believe they mentioned that the particles were a little bit bigger in that one, so it does make them a little bit, it's to give it more volume basically. I said for the first time I wanted to just stick to as natural as I could as possible, so I decided to go with the Ultra. Very happy with it. For that, I believe the price was either $600 or $650. I did not use the full syringe. I ended up using 3/4. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to go back, 2-3 weeks, I'm going to go back to get just a follow-up visit, see how everything's healing, make sure everything's good, see if any areas need to be touched up. And if they do, then we're going to use that leftover 1/4 of the syringe. I also did decide to get a little bit of filler on my chin. I don't remember the name of that one. If I happen to find it before I edit all of this, I'll just list it right there. For that one, it was a little bit more expensive. It was $850, and actually Alex hasn't even seen or heard the price yet, but it's okay. Yo lo voy a pagar, no worries. So, you know, shouldn't freak him out too much. But yeah, it was a little bit more expensive for that one. Now the thing is though, that one is supposed to last about 2 years, so I am perfectly fine paying $850 for that, you know. As far as if it is expensive, I think that just kind of plays into how much you value what you're getting. So if it's not something that, you know, you're really considering that seriously, if you already have full lips, you know, and you just want to do tiny little things here and there, for the price to you, it might not be worth it, so you might think it is very expensive. For myself, I never felt like I had thin lips. I just thought I had small lips, like Dawn mentioned. We just wanted to bring out this a little bit more, just because when I would smile, I liked my smile. I liked how my lips looked, but then when my face was just like that, that would go away. So I really wanted to just kind of bring that back a little bit and give it a little bit more volume, you know, just a little bit. So for the price, I am very happy. I thought that for what I spent, expensive, not so much. I mean, it was a little larger amount of money, but I got my money's worth, you know. I'm very happy with the results. Now, as far as the pain, so I like to think that I have a high pain tolerance. I did have 2 children with absolutely nothing. They were both almost 10 pounds, so I think I was very confident that I could handle this. That's why I didn't want to use Novocaine. For me, the bottom ones hurt a little bit less than the top. I know she mentioned that because of the technique that she uses, just for them to last a little bit longer. It is a little bit more painful, but that's okay. It wasn't that bad, you know. It's just if you can handle it for a few seconds, just keep breathing, and you'll be fine. Also, my hair keeps getting more and more frizzy by the second. It's getting humid, it's getting hot. So I'm like trying to finish this because if you have a very low pain tolerance, just get the shots. You know, you want to make sure that you don't feel anything. You're gonna feel it afterwards, so just be aware of that. As far as how often you have to go, if you look it up on Google, it tends to say about every 6 to 12 months. Every time that you go in, every additional time that you go in, you have to go in less often because a little bit of that product does stay behind on your lips. So keep that in mind. For the first time in office, they did tell me it was about 9, 10 to 12 months or so. So I'm not going to have to go until next year, which I'm very happy with. Sorry guys, my daughter's over here like rolling off the bed. But anyway, yeah, I believe that was all of the questions. I'm going to go ahead and list the information of the center that I went to. Also, I'm gonna list Carla in here. She did my eyelashes. So good. So they last so long. And something that you guys just kind of have to keep in mind is that, again, you need to do your research on your own part. Make sure that the person that you pick to do them is fully licensed, fully trained. Check out their previous work. See if it's consistent with what you're looking for, what you want. Which for myself, all of Dawn's work, I was like, okay, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I like the type of look that her clients or her patients end up with, so I was very happy with who I picked. So again, you guys, just make sure to keep excuse my daughter, just make sure to keep all of those things in mind. You know, it's something that, it's one of the first things that people look at when they look at you, your face, your lips, you know, your eyes, all of this. So make sure you do your research. Again, pick a good person and take very good care of what has been done. The last thing you want is for the results to be beautiful, but then for you to like accidentally mess it up because you just kept messing with your lips or you weren't taking good care afterwards, you know? So I hope I answered all of your guys' questions. I'm so excited to see what they're gonna look like in the next couple of days. Just when the swelling goes down a little bit, they feel a little bit softer. Just because right now, obviously it's been less than 24 hours, so they still feel a little bit hard, but nothing too bad. Like, the more time that goes by, the better they feel. So I'm super excited for the next couple of days. Alright, you guys, well, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I know it's been a while since I posted last, but I'll try not to take that long again. I don't know, me quedé dormida. I got busy, sorry. But yeah, have a good day, everyone. Stay safe and have a good Memorial Day weekend. Bye.